it's Kelly Time Cat. Today I'm going to review What's Love Got to Do With It 2022. This romantic comedy stars Lily James and Shazad Latif as Zoe and Kazim. They have been friends since they were very young, and they still regularly bump into each other when visiting their neighbouring childhood homes. Kazim tells Zoe that he's going to get married, and when she asks who to, he explains that he doesn't yet know, as it will be an arranged marriage, or what is now called an assisted marriage. Zoe's a filmmaker, and when she meets her producers, on the spur of the moment, she comes up with the idea of making a documentary about Kazim and the whole process he's about to go through. She does that actually before even checking that's okay with him and his family. The assistance will be from his parents, and it involves a company who does the matching up. Cue some humour from Mo the matchmaker, who's played by Azim Chowdhury. And since the wedding is going to happen in Pakistan, Zoe and her mum, Kath, played by Emma Thompson, fly out with them. And of course for Zoe, she's not only celebrating Kazim's nuptials, but she's filming all aspects of the event. Kazim's prospective wife seems melancholic and subdued from the moment we first see her on a video call, but as he gets to know her, he says he's fallen for her. As Zoe describes it, love at first Skype. I love the funny side of this story, but of course there are several elements of narrative tension, and as you may imagine, there might be some potentially significant fallouts. Kazim explains just how different it is for him compared to Zoe, how different life is for him compared to Zoe's life, all the ways he's treated differently because he comes from South Asia and he has a brown skin. Although they get on so well, there's stuff that it appears Zoe had no clue about until they talk about it in depth. A lot of the focus is on Zoe's quest for love too, as she does check out possible suitors on dating apps, much to the curiosity of her mum. It's interesting to observe the parallels between the internet-based approach for starting relationships and the ways a family might have when helping set up their offspring with a partner for life. There are disagreements between Zoe and her mum, and Kath accuses her daughter of being too controlling, of not allowing people to get too close to her. This struck me as unfair, although perhaps it is difficult to guess a full picture from watching the film. Perhaps I missed some of the clues, and maybe I could do with seeing this film over again. Anyway, things get really messy and uncomfortable, and yet there does seem to be possible ways through. If you're going to make a documentary, all that hidden stuff is likely to come out, certainly if you're doing your job properly. And Zoe is an award-making filmmaker after all. Of course, she does a bang-up job. The uncovering of so much detail, of secrets, of profound feelings, this threatens the equilibrium. And when barriers are torn down, it might not help if they are holding up at least some of those fragile elements of familial relationships. It was a really enjoyable film. Lots of thought put in, great acting. I really liked the way it was structured and how it got me to think about things. So I'm going to score it 8.5 out of 10. If you've seen the film and you have a different perspective, I'd love to know. I didn't know much about the subject of assisted marriage, not really much at all. So do let me know if you've got thoughts about it and I can learn more. Anyway, thanks for watching and hopefully see you again soon. Bye for now.